Hey guys, M12 Warlock here, back with another video, and today we are doing the modern, Japan and Korea scenario on Age of Conquest 4. Now for this one, I like Stylus map because it's more modern, but more so because this one had the most nations, so it's easier. I'd like to do ones with more nations because it makes it easier for me to show you what you could do with if all the nations were here, then sort of formulate that into one. If you did the scenario version where there was less of them, maybe you want to have no AI players and you just wanted to play with your friends, why you would want to do that. But for now, I want to talk about up here. Last time we played this, we had the new people up here, and now you have 4 different territories up here. Thing is that you have 4 major cities, which are the capitals to start out with. Some of these people have lookout towers. I think all of them do for all the starting ones. For the most part, yeah. So whether or not there's a mountain blocking the way does not matter, because you'll still be able to see what's in the next territory over. However, I don't know if they changed the watchtowers or lookout towers or whatever you want to call them. However, by picking this island, you sort of pit yourself against these 4 people early on, so it's probably an early conflict just to grab as much land as you can from here. 2, after spending all your money on conflict and armies, then you're going to have to divert some of that to what would be an economic barrier for people attacking you, but an economic barrier for you to attack others, as you have to spend lots of money to make a navy to come down here and attack people, not to mention that if you send all of your army down here, you leave this whole island exposed up here, and so forth. So, what I like to do is probably not go for that, especially seeing as, actually, in this one it's a little bit better populated, as we can see by the kind of cities that they have there, or towns, which is good by every means, because that means we can do that. But unlike this map, we have a bigger ocean to use, which means you're not going to be able to, like, work your way across the peninsula here and be able to put down like 1, 2 naval fleets on each one and set up a naval blockade. You'd have to go 3 here and then like 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, like 7, 8. So yeah, maybe if you were like really late game or like mid game, but you decided to wait a while and just defend all your borders because you had the majority land, so you'd get more money than everyone else and eventually build up a giant army, you could possibly do that. But it also gives a chance for someone else to take all the land that you don't have and become like the next big dog that could probably take you on, and that would get messy. So you want to pretty much try and focus on getting a lead and then transforming that into mid-game advantage, and that's what it looks like we're going to have to do here. And now that's going to be very hard, especially on this island here. Well, it looks like an island, but it's probably mainland. Is this the... and so forth. This map looks... okay, and so forth. But on this map, if you look up here, you have 3... I can't even pronounce the names of these things, but this is probably Korea. Here, yep, that's Busan. I recognize that name. I've been watching Worlds lately. Anyway, so you got these 3 here. I feel like these ones are even much closer than the island over here, and less land to take, I think. Or it could be about the same. Maybe a little less on this one. However, I feel like here, it's just easier just to go spend some of your money on a navy, just send your troops here, grab a few islands. So if they push you off here and route you down to your last city, you can safely retreat to one of your other islands. You may focus on getting an advantage on some of the bigger areas on the map here. Now, I want to focus on some of the things that I think are going to best suit me in the nation I have looked at and chosen already. So, one of the reasons I'm not going for any of these nations here is 1, they're too close. 2, other people could expand to the one territory you could probably only expand to unless and you're very limited on your expansion in the first few turns, given that there was a lot of mountains in the area blocking your way. And if you send some troops to expand here when you should have... And it's really a 50-50 if you want to expand first turn, or protect yourself if someone's going to try and blitz you and spend all their units to take over your place. It's probably not the best idea because you technically have the home field advantage because all of your cities start out with walls in a lookout tower. Actually, does this one... Oh yeah, it's over here. I noticed that that one didn't have a lookout tower for like half a second. Alright, now another thing that I'd like to point out, that because of this, and that there's limited room to expand, although you'd have to, like, faction hop where you dive bomb the one territory that has the leader on there, take him out, that means you get the rest of the land that they own, and work your way up from there. Now that was good, particularly when I played as the Byzantines, more so in the medieval Europe official map that I played, which was actually one of the ones where I think you have a very good start, but you have to do a few things set in order in the early game. And I feel like there's too much, and you don't want to have too much structure in a strategy where you have to stick by the thing, because that's going to change a lot. Because if I tried to do that, when I'm here, say, in Tokyo here, I have like 3 nations right here, right next to me, that could easily screw up what I had in mind. To the point where you have to completely throw, sometimes, the advantage that you'd get from, saying, taking this faction and using it to your advantage, out of the way. So, you want to have like a few turns to yourself to take care of what you want first. Hope no one declares war on you if you're in one of these nations where you get last pick here. So, what I'm going to do is actually start with the city of Hiroshima in this one. I find this one going to be the best one that suits the strategy that I want to show and display in this video here. So, we look at the events, like always, 3.2 to start out with. Move 20 there. Gonna move 20 here. Get access to a coastline. This will be important, but note that throughout this game, no matter what, always treat your coastline like a border. Because navies have a greater mobility and can move up to 3 spaces away. And they can attack, and they can stay out of range, out of your view of your... So if you have a army on the coastline, they can stay out of view of that and then attack you all at once, which can make it very deadly with amphibious assaults on you or to your enemies. Okay, people expand. This is understandable. They expanded and this one expanded here. If I move here, smallest amount of troops, I technically should be able to claim that. I'm going to move here. That's going to annoy the crap out of them. Don't really mind. Now I'm going to move 10 that way. There. Alright. So, my money's just going to keep going up because I haven't really bought troops. I'm just trying to land grab here. Actually, I guess it's not by smallest. I wonder what it is now. To me, it used to be smallest, it felt like. I noticed that, but then, I don't know what it is now. But I definitely remember that a smaller... frequently, it was... I got territories like that because of that. Now you see that I already have... Assuming I get this, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'm on what? Turn 2? Not sure how I checked the number of turns I'm on, but I think it's like turn 2. I could... Don't messages have something? No, I guess not. Well, anyway. Now that I have this, I'm gonna see what I can do to use to make stuff to my advantage. I'm gonna put that there. And then buy 20. And I'm gonna end my turn. Okay. So, obviously, all my territories here have troops. Now, because of the rules and the way I set up for myself in order to expand the best early on and keep all your territories protected, I pretty much, in this scenario, have to arm every territory. Now, normally I say arm all your borders, but I consider all my borders to be territories, obviously except for my capital, but I want to keep my leader safe because in case someone attacks that, if I lose that, then I automatically lose everything I have and I'm eliminated. So I don't want to do that here. So, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to see if this nation here will at least agree to peace. Not asking for an alliance, you help me, I help you. We just agree not to piss each other off. And I'm fine with that. Alright. Now, I'm gonna move my 10 troops here. I'm gonna move by 20. And put some there. Can't. Okay, I'm out of moves this turn. But I'd rather move it there because if they get that, then that's... Which they did, which actually that was a waste of my turn. My last move, but I wouldn't have known that. Okay, we'll build that there. Now comes the point where I need to either, one, go to war. Make it quick, though, because we're still a small nation. We don't have strength in numbers. For the point where I feel like we could play war of attrition and win here. But more so, go in, dive bomb their leader, get them, all that kind of stuff. Or my other option is expand to islands. Now, having some view of incoming naval assaults, as I explained earlier, as they can really take you by surprise and can be devastating because of such reasons, would be good. Then I make a navy of 50, which is going to cost me 25, plus another 50 to that I spent on buying the troops. And now, I feel like I could go with both. Trick is that early on you can declare war because it only moderate loss of happiness. Now, I could, but I also want to get one key important thing. If your happiness is too low, which in this case it's not, you want to pay attention to this number. That one's the nationwide average plus this one's the minimum happiness in one territory. So what that means is the average happiness is 79, but the lowest one is 76. So what I need to do is know that if I lose 4%, that's not going to go below 50. And that's important because that means that I could go to war and no one's going to want to revolt. However, I could distribute money if I had 40 to spend, although I don't have the action points to do so. Nor would I have the action points to declare war on this turn. Well, I think I could, but not attack right away either. So on this front that I'm going to make, I might as well just buy an extra few troops for now, and we'll see where it goes. But that is definitely the plan I have in store to get this advantage rolling early game. They've ignored your peace treaty proposal. Well, you know, maybe they will. I'll actually do that. Wait, can I do that now? Quest peace. See if they accept it. Oh, they have a navy tier too. So probably best if we do that for our own protection and for counteractive measures. Let's declare war. Let's piss off a neighbor. But hopefully not for that long. And because we have a naval fleet right there, that's going to count as not already being there, but it count as us moving 20 units, naval units onto their 6 to attack. We win. I saw their leader there. right next to an enemy border. They do the smart thing, play it safe, and retreat. This is to be expected. Now I gotta build 100. Okay. Whoops, I meant to put 20 there. Now I'm gonna put 20 here because I want to be prepared. Because if they make a naval unit here, I'll see it. So I can move to protect myself in case they want to counter. Put 25 there. Put 25 here. I made those a few turns ago and forgot to do that. That's okay. I'm okay with that because I think we can still use what we have to our advantage in this situation, which is actually going very good for us. Now let's move here with 80 troops. Will they put up a defense, or will they spend time trying to retreat? They do. We will lose a considerable amount of troops, but I'm okay with that. Now in this case, you know that regardless of what we do, they'll see it first. They have the tower there, but they also have defenses. So I could technically put this here and go there. And that would cost a lot of troops just to take it. But I'm going to actually go in with my naval fleet and see what we can do before I move this in. I already have an idea of some other nations I want to go for next if I want to do what I call faction hopping, where we hop from one faction to another, off one engagement to another. Okay, move those there. Buy the maximum amount we can buy. Then we want to wait for them to regroup at the same point. Alright. That there. I want to buy maximum amount of troops here. And go there. More nations rise, others fall. So early game we're doing good. Our early game could be better, and it probably will be. Okay. So now what we need to do is now we gotta take note of this. Up here, all the things on this main island here of Korea. I don't know if it's an island. Anyway, the mainland here of Korea. And what I like to say about it is that all the territories have been claimed. So the only options now are to either expand into unclaimed islands, go to war with each other, or go to war with people on the main island. Because I'm pretty much the closest one, I might be an optimal target for that. So, always keeping an eye on what they can do is pretty good. So, I'm probably just going to, in this case... Actually, wait, no, I'm gonna need... I gotta think about this. 20. Put 20 on there. Small unit. But at the same time, we need money to make our navy. Which early on you don't get that much. So having to spend a navy to expand can be really annoying. So as you can see, some territories have expanded out of this island here and into this one. So that can be sort of a big key factor here. Okay, this one's unowned. Did they, like, relinquish control of it? Did they abandon it? Not sure why. Alright, let's move this into position here. My hope is to get this island for the sake of just seeing any incoming unwanted naval traffic our way. Okay. So, I want to have 200 Navy units. So what I can do is buy 100 now, and then spend 100 to put it out on the water, or just buy 200. Oh, I can't buy exactly 200. Because of population limitations. Does not matter. Alright. Let's put that out on the water. Okay. Let me see here. $146. Okay, so this nation here, I'm just gonna say this nation, the ones that are highlighted, because I cannot pronounce that name. Matsumura. Matsuma. Anyway, I can see where their leader is, and I can very easily go after them if I wanted. I'm gonna lose 28. I can actually afford that at the moment. But what I'm gonna do is send all of my units here. But what I'm gonna do now is buy all of these here, in the hope that if they do launch a small attack, my guys can defend it off, while this big Navy force here takes out their leader. If they choose to retreat and attack, then I just gain the territory and I might lose some men. Maybe not a territory. Maybe I will. But I can still put them on the run if I want. Actually, this is a different territory than them. They wouldn't attack me. I thought this was them. I just realized the red dots. Some of these nations have similar colors, like similar shades of green. So I guess I would be fine. Wow. Okay, so he prepped for that. Now, another big thing about this, and the thing is that it's okay if it doesn't work out. Because another backup plan, which I had in mind, was I send that Navy fleet, it either destroys it and we capture it and we get all their territories. We did not. What we did is we made it so that they lost a crap ton of men. But more importantly, that just severely weakened a land border they have with an enemy over here. And these enemies, my prediction is, will move in and attack them. Then what we can do is, after they lose all of their men from battle, go in and attack them right on their own leader. Many have fallen. I'm gonna move 45 there. That's what I have to do to counter now. They move it back into the city once they realize that I could probably make a giant Navy force and take them out. So, what I talked about the failed naval fleet attack and why it didn't go over as well as I hoped, I'm still okay with this because of the fact that in this case, playing war for attrition too much on one territory can end up making it a belegador, and that can be an issue. Meanwhile, I'll ask for peace with this nation. What is their name? Waitia? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I apologize in advance if you're from any one of these, sins from any one of these people and you're offended by the fact that I can't pronounce them right. I don't speak the language there. Okay, well, okay. Now this is starting to seem like it's a belegador, but the fact that I keep attacking and pushing there makes it harder for them to go after me. This is good. Who are these? How many territories do they have? 8. I feel like I should just wipe them out. Then again, I'm not at that stage yet. Ooh! They only have 1, and I wish I was not at peace with them. Oh my god. That would have been an easy target. This one would have probably been easier. But I wanted to get them off the map as well. And I thought this would be an easy target, and it was. Alright. And I forgot to claim this. Been sitting there for like, what, 5 turns now? Maybe 8? Alright, well. Let's get some more units onto the water. Okay, this will be important, I feel like. Now you have like 3 different nations surrounding them. No! That was our ally. Well, I wouldn't say necessarily an ally. Okay, 30. Oh no, this is the territory that's connected to. Okay, so I can't go by land. Well, at the same time, I could attack this hoping that that the other people will attack it too, and hopefully we are the ones that get control of it. Because we only have like 30 troops. 40 and they have 30, but they have a defense. At the same time, I know that's going to be a losing battle, and I'm relying on others to attack it. So I don't want to. So I'm just going to have to leave my naval troops there. Defense. Okay. So, now that we got that taken care of, they send a small amount there. I can use all of my money. Send 100. Next turn, they will be destroyed. But I'm going to preemptively do this, just to reduce the numbers that they can send at our naval fleet now. And that's exactly what I hoped for. Because if you have 1 territory, you're not going to get a lot of money. I didn't get as much territory as I hoped for. I'm actually okay with this. Alright. Well, let's get all of that. Let's declare more war. Actually, let's stick with that. Let's put 30 there. Now, I know they're not going to take this. Now I got this, I can easily defend these two. But the fact that I'm attacking with 120 to 14 is important because I want to show people I just declared war at that I can threaten and capture their leader. Not to mention they're going to war with these people, and I figured they'd be taken out in a few turns. and they're already in a losing battle, we might as well take some territory from them while we can. So, if this goes to plan, they still hold this. I was predicting that they'd buy reinforcements, which is understandable, but due to my taxes, I'm gonna send that there. Just send that there as reinforcements. And just send all of that. In this case, we did get all of that territory. Let's move here to protect all of our naval assets. I'm at peace with these guys. But not with these people. Alright, well. Nope, that's not what I want. Okay, so they own some stuff up here as well. Okay. Don't want to take them out. This is the territory I did not want to attack. Wait. Be sure. Oh no, that's who they're at war with. Oh, I see where it is. Okay, yeah. So, I want to check this. And, nah, I'm not liking that. Because I get some over here, but then some of this over here. And that's too far away. I like the idea of being able to buy troops, and just deploying it right next to where you... And being able to send it from one territory right next to the other. For the sake of being able to, be reinforced. At a moment's notice. Assholes. I was gonna take that island! I'm not taking any others. Well... Alright. That's it. I'm gonna move that there. Should I think I should. Now's the time we declare war. And if you're successful, you usually win back all your territory. Not all your territory you win back, but as you win, if you win, you get more happiness, so you win back that. Alright. I'm gonna have to increase happiness sometime soon. Going to move there. Put 100 there. Make sure all of that's protected. Maybe not from the giant attacking force, but it will definitely reduce the numbers that they can throw at us if they were to do amphibious assaults. Alright, well, let's surprise this naval fleet here. Move that there. Question is, will they reinforce this, making it impossible for me to take this territory? Not. I'll move down here and grab their islands. Play the better move. If you're not sure if you're gonna win, just get something else in return. Ooh! I left it open. Let's go for it. Go for their leader. They survived by 7. They bought reinforcements for it. Well, this is probably going to be my last chance to go for this. I'm going to send 63 here. Where are they going to retreat to? I'll send 50 there. I have a feeling they're just going to retreat. Well, retreat their leader. I wasn't wrong. But I definitely separated territories. Alright. Actually gonna move 100 there. One by one, I'm slowly getting rid of territories that they could possibly retreat their leader to. And as is evident, I have won. Again. So far, so good. I feel like, in this matchup so far, I've done literally everything I can to get an early game lead. Taken out several enemies, so forth. Started some wars, but ultimately in the end, I got a big early game lead. Now some people are expanding and they have like territory over here and then some over here. It's not connected. If they start getting attacked here and they have majority of their forces on one side, they can't really attack to another one. Especially here when it's separated and it's surrounded and you have enemies attacking. That's the worst thing ever. So just pay attention to how I battle, how I expand to do that. Although, I'm a little lenient when it comes to allies, though. I definitely will probably go for them next. Because I got them on all sides, and, well, I know how many troops they have. I'm just going to wait a few turns to get enough gold for it. However, once I do that, my next goal is probably going to get this island here, away from everyone else. But the reason for this is because then I can have, like, this, like, put a line right through here, and say that this is all mine from this side, from the left side, all the way over to, like, this territory here. And then I'll have, like, the other half of the map. But before we go, I want to see options. Nope. I'm in the lead with 21.8% of the map's territory. I have about 1/5 of the territory. And the one after me has only 9. So I have... And they have 9.3. So I have a little bit more than double what the person in second has. So, now that we have that, and I think I'm going to end off this episode here of Strategy Guide. Definitely will probably be maybe maybe 2 or 3-parter, maybe 4. I don't know how many parts I'm going to do to this. Really depends how long it takes, but I take my time on this. I'm not going to try and limit myself to like only 4 videos per a whole scenario. Because I want to make sure I'm showing you strategy I'm implementing and how it may change due to the changing scenarios that my opponents may bring to me in said game. Without further ado, I'll end it off here. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, take the time to leave any comments, questions, or feedback for me in the comment section down below. I'm doing, I think there's maybe a few more official scenarios. I think this might be the last one that I haven't done yet. If there are more that I haven't gotten to yet, I'll let you know what they are. And I will definitely do, viewers requested scenarios first, rather than me just going at them randomly, whichever one I feel like I'm doing today. and then play that, analyze it, and then make the video as you see here for it. I'll do the scenarios that my viewers suggest first, rather than just going in a random order like I have been doing. So feel free to leave that in the comment section down below. Much appreciated, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye!